Hey everyone, this is Modest Millions, and today I'm going to be covering my suggestions for your vanilla tailoring routine, which items to make, gold investment, time frame of sales, and profit gained. If you guys enjoy this video, please comment, like, and subscribe down below. Come follow me on Twitch, and let's go. So today I'm going to be covering the vanilla tailoring in entirety, from cloaks to bolts, and what you should be crafting, why you should be crafting them, and a lot more. But starting off, I have some disclaimers. So what you need to understand is you need to go into any transmog or crafted transmog market with the mindset that this is going to be a medium to long-term investment. Most of these transmogs will take a couple of days up to months to sell. If you're looking for a way to make millions of gold overnight, this is not for you. But if you're looking to make small investments and make millions over time, then stick around and we will cover some of the basic things that you need to do to get started. So first off, if you haven't already checked out my add-on guide, I'll post it here, and this will cover in more detail some of the add-ons that I'll be talking about in the video. So mandatory add-ons are TSM and all the things at a bare minimum. TSM crafting is absolutely unbeatable and gives you profit ranges for each of the crafts so you can see whether or not the crafts I talk about are profitable on your server. All the things also lets you check yourself which items have multiple ways of getting that appearance and gives you a better idea of which craftable mogs you should be focusing on. Of course, make your focus the craftable mogs that are unique appearances or the cheapest way to get that appearance. And one final note before we get into specifics: when you use TSM to check profit prices, make sure that you check each material before writing off a craft as non-profitable. If someone is trying to control the market, they can artificially inflate low-end materials to trick TSM into telling you that a bolt of linen cloth is 35 gold each, making the craft non-profitable, which is simply not true. Now, jumping into the different areas of vanilla tailoring. I have a majority of the tailoring recipes on my main, and I'm also going to be covering all the items that I currently make and have patterns for, as well as the patterns I am working toward getting to increase my profits in the future and why. So first off, we're going to be covering shirts, which is a simple area because you need to be making at least one of every shirt and listing them on the AH. I personally don't like restocking, so when I have restocking days, especially for shirts, I'll make 4 to 5 of each shirt. For shirts alone, you're looking at spending 100 to 200 gold in average material costs to restock one of each vanilla shirt, and a sale average of roughly 6 to 9k profit after all have sold. Next, we're going to be talking about cloaks. So the cost input for cloaks is 500 to 800 gold with a average output of 7,500 to 9k profit. You're going to be making the rune cloth cloak, the long silken cloak, the crimson cloak, the cinder cloth cloak, and the spider silk cloak. Next we have boots, which have a input of 4 to 5k and an output of 90 to 130k profit. The boots you should be focusing on are the cinder cloth, boots of the enchanter, linen boots, woolen, soft linen, red woolen, spider silk, black mage weave, shadow silk, rune cloth, fell cloth, argent boots, rune stygian boots, and the dress shoes. As for pants, you'll have a input of 10 to 13k with an output of 100 to 130k profit. Pants you should focus on are the brown linen pants, tuxedo pants, simple kilt, hand-stitched linen breeches, phoenix pants, azure silk pants, colorful kilt, cinder cloth pants, rune cloth pants, bright cloth pants, ghost weave pants, flare core leggings, rune stygian leggings, and the halskin pantaloons. Next we have gloves with an input of 7 to 8k and a profit of 60 to 75k. Heavy linen gloves, shadow weave gloves, gloves of meditation, phoenix gloves, true faith gloves, red mage weave gloves, dream weave gloves, ghost weave, rune cloth, and the flare core gloves. Then moving on to robes and tunics, you're going to have an input of about 5 to 7K with an output of 100 to 130K profit. You're going to focus on brown linen robes, black mage weave, tuxedo jacket, shadow weave robe, white wedding dress, black mage weave vest, earthen vest, green silk armor, cinder cloth robe, red linen robe, barbaric linen vest, green woolen robe, gray woolen robe, azure silk vest, lesser wizard's robes, red linen vest, blue overalls, greater adept's robes, crimson silk, red mage weave vest, dream weave vest, frost weave tunic, rune cloth robe, rune cloth tunic, cinder cloth vest, wizard weave robe, moon cloth vest, fell cloth robe, moon cloth robe, flare core robe, and the housegone jacket. For shoulders, you're looking at 5 to 7K input with a 45 to 60K profit output. You're going to focus on the shadow weave shoulders, the reinforced woolen shoulders, azure shoulders, red mage weave shoulders, fell cloth shoulders, flare core mantle, and the argent shoulders. And finally, for hats and hoods, we're looking at a 2 to 3K input with a 30 to 40K profit. You're going to focus on the black mage weave headband, the silk headband, white bandit's mask, shadow weave mask, azure silk hood, red mage weave headband, dreamweave circlet, fell cloth hood, rune cloth headband, and the wizard weave turban. So moving on, these are all the items that I have made in the past and currently make and sell now. So now let's talk about some of the patterns I don't have and the ones that I'm still working toward. For gloves, I still need to get the Gloves of Spell Mastery. This is a great addition to any crafted transmog, and it's a unique appearance for cloth wearers. So this one has an average crafting cost of 2 to 5K, but the profit is 35 to 40K average. Next, I'm going to be needing the Star Belt. This pattern is also an amazing cost to profit ratio with an average cost of about 90 to 150 gold input with a profit average of 9 to 11K. I also need to get the blue linen robes, green winter clothes, festival suit, and festival dress. These are all unique and have great sell rates as well as great crafting to profit ratios. Next, I also need to get the Sylvan vest, which in creating this video, I have just realized that I have missed picking this up on my main during making this video. So now I am flying out to pick it up for being revered with Cenarian Circle. This also has an amazing craft cost of roughly 15 to 20 gold and a profit of 5 to 6K. Then we have the Mooncloth Shoulders, which is a world drop and has a crafting cost of roughly 5 to 700 gold and a profit of about 7 to 8K. For hats and hoods, I need to work on the Enchanter's Cowl and Admiral's Hat, which I have not been able to snag on my auction house for cheap. Alright, so now let's talk some numbers after taking the time to go through all the crafts and all these items. You're looking at a rough initial investment of about 30 to 50K for a potential return of 400 to 500K profit. Now, if you're really slow in restocking and buying these, let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it takes you 2 hours to buy all the materials and craft all the items. Then you're looking at a potential 200K profit return per hour's work. Now, I understand this is not an instant return. This is a long-term investment, and for those that enjoy this stuff, here's my breakdown for the time spent versus the return in a really poor scenario where this takes you 1 year of listing to sell all of these crafted items, which it won't, but humor me. So if you break the numbers down, you're looking at loosely 200K profit per hour spent so far. Now let's say that on your server is pretty dead and it takes you a full year to sell these crafted items. This would mean that you have no further time spent crafting. And using TSM, you can relist the items crafted in under 3 minutes from walking to the mailbox back to the AH and posting the minimum items. But for fun, we'll say that you're also slow in this area and double it, so 6 minutes. Posting every 48 hours, which means you would repost on 182 days out of the year for 6 minutes, which means 1,095 minutes spent over the course of a year listing these items, which means at the end of the year, in this absolute worst case scenario, you're looking at still making 22K per hour invested. But back to reality, you'll most likely sell and restock these items frequently, every month to every couple of months. The lower end transmogs will be roughly every month to every other month. Transmogs, you're looking at 2 to 4 months before you need to restock them, which means you're looking at a normal average profit range of 400 to 700K every 4 months at least, only restocking your vanilla crafted transmogs. And that's only vanilla. We haven't even gotten into covering all the other expansions, and this is just for tailoring. So this brings us to the end of the vanilla tailoring guide, guys. I'm going to be continuing this through each expansion. I'm also going to be creating a tester tune so that I can give you guys exact numbers and sales across multiple servers for each of these and test them all so I can give you guys numbers in real time. If you guys enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe down below. Come hang out with me on Twitch. We do a lot of viewer farms and crafting chats on there as well. Happy gold making, and I'll see you guys in the next video.